I'm sitting in my office at the law firm, staring at the divorce papers my husband, Ethan, just had served to me, my hands shaking with rage because the papers say I'm entitled to nothing. No spousal support, no share of our $2.4 million marital home, no share of his $5 million investment portfolio, nothing. And to make it worse, he'd filed a complaint with the State Bar Association accusing me of malpractice, of using my law license to steal from his clients, of violating attorney-client privilege, lies that could get my license revoked, end the career I'd spent 10 years building. I'm a family law attorney. I'd spent my career helping women fight for their rights in divorce court, helping them escape abusive marriages, helping them get what they're entitled to, and I'd married Ethan, a wealthy corporate lawyer, 4 years prior, thinking he was the one person who'd respect my career, who'd see me as an equal. For the first 2 years, everything was perfect, but then I made partner at my firm. I started making more money than him. I started getting national attention for my cases, and everything changed. He became distant, cold. He started working late every night. He started hiding his phone. He started making comments about how I should be home more, how my career was ruining our marriage. I tried to talk to him to fix things, but he'd shut me out, and then, out of nowhere, he served me divorce papers and accused me of malpractice, trying to ruin my career before I could even fight back in court. I'd spent 2 days numb, convinced I'd failed, that the woman who'd helped hundreds of women win their divorces couldn't even win her own, until my paralegal, Maria, who'd worked with me for 6 years, came into my office, handed me a stack of documents, and told me she'd found something weird in our joint bank statements. That's the first reversal. Ethan had been transferring our marital assets into secret offshore accounts for 18 months. He'd been slowly draining our joint savings. He'd even taken out a second mortgage on our house without my knowledge, all to hide the money from me before he filed for divorce. I'd hired a forensic accountant that day, and that's the second reversal. We found out Ethan had been cheating on me with his 24-year-old paralegal for 2 years. He'd been spending our marital money on her, on luxury trips, on a downtown apartment for her, and he'd promised her he'd leave me broke so he could marry her and give her everything. We also found emails between Ethan and his lawyer, plotting to file the bar complaint against me to ruin my reputation, to make sure I couldn't afford a good lawyer to fight him in court. I thought I had enough to take him down, until I found out Ethan had spoken to the managing partners at my firm, told them about the bar complaint, and they put me on administrative leave, suspended my cases, told me I could be fired if the bar found any merit to the claims. That's the third reversal. He wasn't just trying to leave me broke, he was trying to take away the one thing that meant more to me than anything. My career, my reputation, the thing I'd worked my entire life to build. I sat in my office that night staring at the evidence until I remembered something Ethan had told me years before. He'd been cutting corners on his corporate cases, he'd been hiding evidence from his clients, he'd been violating ethics rules for years to win cases and make more money. I pulled up the old case files I'd seen him working on, the emails he'd accidentally sent to me, the documents he'd left lying around the house, and found irrefutable proof that he'd been committing malpractice, that he'd been defrauding his clients, that he'd been violating bar rules for years, far worse than anything he'd accused me of. That's the fourth and final reversal. I didn't just file a response to his divorce papers, I filed a counterclaim for full marital assets, for spousal support, for attorney's fees, and I sent all the evidence of Ethan's malpractice to the State Bar Association, to his firm's managing partners, and to his biggest clients. The Bar Association opened an investigation into Ethan within 48 hours. His firm fired him the same day. His clients dropped him left and right, and his mistress left him when she found out he was broke. In court, the judge awarded me 100% of our marital assets, the house, the savings, everything, and ordered Ethan to pay all of my attorney's fees, plus $500K in punitive damages for hiding assets. The bar complaint against me was dismissed, my firm apologized, and I was reinstated as partner with a raise and a bigger team. It's been 6 months now. I've expanded my practice to help women who have been victims of financial abuse in their marriages. I've written a book about financial infidelity, and I've learned that the man who knows exactly how to break you is the man who swore to love and protect you. But the woman who knows how to fight for others, she knows exactly how to fight for herself. And no man will ever break me again.